Dr. Ellen Contente.
Reverend Dr. Ellen Contente.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yes, there is a lot of energy. There's a lot of energy, and that song always is so emotional, so emotional. So I finally figured out why it is so hard to let it go. Because all of the songs on the radio tell us to hold on. I was struggling all week trying to figure out what I wanted to let go of. And every radio station I turned to, whether it was rock or rap or country, were telling me to hold on, baby, don't let go. Oh. And it was one of those weeks where every opportunity that I had to sit down and write my talk, I was thwarted. Every chance that I had, and I finally just had to let that go. I even said to my daughter last night, I said, Jamie, I think I'm just going to have to let go of being able to write a talk. And she laughed. She said, that's pretty funny, Mom, because this whole month is about letting it go. I even printed a whole bunch of quotes that I wanted to use. And I don't know, I just have to let it go. And there's a great quote by Julie Cameron. I'm just letting spirit come through me today. And Julie Cameron of The Artist's Way says, the creative process is a process of surrender, not control. And I was trying to control this whole week, how it was going to go, what I was going to do, all of it. And I finally had to surrender to just letting it all just be and let it unfold perfectly. And the more I thought about it, I was like, there's so many things that I do want to let go of, though. I mean, I want to let go of the idea that the world is a scary place. Because if you turn the news on, and I try not to listen to the bad stuff, but it somehow seeps in, right? There's hurricanes, and there's floods, and there's random shootings. And I heard this morning there was a plane that something happened, and the oxygen mask came down, and they had to have an emergency landing. And I'm about to go to Denmark on a plane, so I didn't really want to hear that per se. So I was like, all right, I'm going to let that go, right? I had an argument, I've had many arguments with people, but I have, oops, right? If you live with someone, you will have arguments with them. Because you have to let go of the fact that other people have opinions that are different from yours, right? They make different choices than you would make. They have different feelings that you have, so you have to let all that go, right? Do I want to talk about letting go of clutter? There's so much clutter in my apartment, in my bathroom, in my closets, right? Do I want to let go of that? And ultimately, what the real thing is about letting go is your own limited beliefs, your own limited thinking, letting go of the fears that are holding you back, keeping you holding on, letting go of the limitations of things that you think you can or cannot do. In my last resort at 5:30 this morning to get up and figure out what I wanted to talk about, I found myself in front of the TV watching Good Morning America, which came on, I think it's 6, but they were talking about this man, a 92-year-old veteran who decided to literally walk across the United States and make a statement about, I think it was a ship, whatever you call those ships from World War II. And everybody said, oh, you can't do that. Well, how can a 92-year-old man walk across this country? And he started by himself, and throughout the months, and I think it took him a full year, he had hordes of people that joined him en route. And so what is it that we're holding on to that we believe we can't do? If a 92-year-old man can literally walk across this country, then you and I can do anything that we put our minds to. Yes? Yes, absolutely. So let's get out our little cards here. And actually, I'm going to try something just a wee bit different today, because it is the last Sunday of letting go. So we always put our cards in our programs about things that we want to let go of or that you want to know the truth about. Well, if there's still something that you're holding on to that you want to let go of, I invite you to write it on there right now, because we have an opportunity to let it rip. Literally, let it rip. So, as I say our affirmation, and then you'll repeat after me twice, I invite you, if you would like, to let that rip and let it go right here and right now. So, I let go and I let it rip. Everybody? I let go and let it rip. One more time. I let go and let it rip. Woo! So let's take a deep breath in and exhale everything that we are letting go of. Leave it all on your seats. Let it transmute into the nothingness that we know it is. And know that there's only one thing, and that is God. That is love. That is divine energy. And we are one with that. There is absolutely nothing that we cannot do when we have spirit within us. Surrender to the truth of who we are. And know that there's no doubts, there's no fear, there's no clutter, there's nothing in our way of being the greatness that we are, God. And so with that truth, the joy of knowing that truth, and the love that is in this room, that is in this world, that is in our hearts, let it go. And together we say, and so it is. Namaste.
Leave it. I'm just leaving it right there for the entire service. That was amazing. Thank you.